Okay, so this week we're introducing U, consonant, E. So we have our vowel consonant vowel team again. Our vowel team is UE. And when E sneaks up at the end, it jumps out and scares you, tells him, boo, and then he says his name. So the kids know that when they see this, that U will say its name, U, instead of That is the last vowel team we're going to be talking about right now with that exact skill. So they should be able to read A, E, I, O, and U consonant vowel or U consonant E words that they find in any of their AR reading books or books at home. They should be able to do those. I wanted to take a few minutes this week and talk about spelling words. So some good ways to work on spelling words at home would be the first night to just talk about the sounds they hear. So if we talk about the word, one of our words this week is lock. So if we really sound it out, we say lock. That k sound at the end has two letters. We call that a digraph, when two letters come together and make a new sound, because it doesn't say k because it's CK. It just says k. And that comes after a vowel. So if the word has a short vowel, which is a, e, I, u, if it has a short vowel and a k sound at the end, then it is going to be a CK. So we can talk about the sounds in it. So the first thing to do would be just talk about the sounds. What do you hear? What might it be? What's your vowel say? Is your vowel long or short? So if we hear k, I hear three sounds. Great, three sounds. Let's make 3 lines on our paper. 3 lines on our paper, just like that. Now let's put our sounds in each one of those spots. So we have k. Is O long or short? Oh, it's short. It just says ah. So we're gonna add CK, becomes our k sound. So it doesn't say LOK or LOC, we have LOCK. So if you continue to just talk about the sounds you hear, how many sounds you hear, and addressing the ending sound, whether it's a digraph or a vowel team or a blend, those things will really help them instead of just being spell the word lock. Nope, that's not right. It's spelled like this. First night, just talk about the sounds you hear. They don't even have to write anything down. Just go through it. One word is lock. What sounds do you hear in lock? Is that vowel long or short? So to continue to do that for all their words. With a word like bee or sheep, when they hear that E sound in the middle of the word or at the end of the word, it has 2 E's, and they know that. So you might have to remind them that sheep is not spelled S-H-E-P or S-H-E-P-E because technically they haven't learned that skill yet. So hopefully they don't do that, but some of them may transfer that same concept of the A consonant E or like U consonant E that we're doing this week. Then they will have tricky words, Y and the, and those are great for just flashcards, or maybe start the week with a flashcard. Hey, what's this word? Okay, what's this word? Okay, what's this word? And then you can talk about some of the sounds in it that they do know. So when we talk about the tricky word Y, which will be on our spelling test this week, we have Y. We know that WH says wh. Now Y is saying I. So that Y isn't doing what we expect it to. So that's the part of a word that we call a heart. When we call it a heart word, that's Y. So we can talk about the sounds that we do know and we do hear. Same thing with the word the. So the has TH in it. That TH is going to say th. It's a voiced sound. So they might start with th, but that won't work. And so they have to problem solve and figure out what would sound right. Okay, that sounds better. And then the E does not say what E normally says. So that E, says which sounds a little bit more like maybe an A or a U. So those are the tricky words that are going to be on their spelling test this week that they should be able to know. Other things you can talk about with them, especially things in their readers or if you're reading stories at home, would be to talk about when you see those vowel consonant vowels words. When you see EE words, talk about tricky words. Additional tricky words to talk about this week would be no, so, I, why, and which. Again, some of those they should be able to, the sound the letter makes will be normal, and then there's going to be a portion of it that it's not. So just talking about those and helping them understand what part of the word they know and what part they don't that sounds funny. Talking about any blends you see in their readers, when you see like a BL or ST or STR, what that says, what it sounds like. When you work on their spelling words, one of their words this week is strip, strip. A lot of times they miss that R. They hear the ST pretty well, but they'll a lot of times miss the R, strip. And that's so if you kind of draw that out, strip. Or they might miss the T because the S and the R sound a little, those sounds stick out a little bit more than that T sound in between because st sounds so close. They will have a spelling test this week, a phonics test, a grammar test. The grammar test will be just nouns and proper nouns. So reviewing a noun is a person, place, thing, or animal, and that a proper noun is like a name. And that proper nouns always have to be capitalized. They have to have a capital letter even if they're not at the beginning of a sentence. And then we will have a math test on Wednesday. That'll just be covering the addition and subtraction within 10, probably shapes, and then maybe some patterns, again, like we saw on our progress report. So that will be on Wednesday. Friday is our field trip. So if you are a chaperone, you will transport yourself to the zoo and meet us there. Your child will ride on the bus. You are welcome to check them out at the end of the zoo trip, and then they don't have to ride the bus back. But just know that if you do end up checking your child out for any reason during the field trip, that they have to return home with you. They cannot ride on the bus. Siblings and additional adults are not allowed, as if you're a chaperone. Obviously the zoo is a public place, but they cannot be with you if you are chaperoning. If you need any questions about anything we're learning this week or the field trip, please don't hesitate to contact me. There's a yellow sticker in their folders that has 3 different ways that you can get in contact with me. Thanks.